Hi, my name is Ramona, and I'm going to chronicle my 1 year following the gastric sleeve surgery. So, just a little bit of my history. I have gained and lost weight more times than definitely anyone I know. I've lost 50 pounds 2 or 3 times, 80 pounds I've lost once or twice, 90 pounds I've lost, countless little yo-yos of 20, 25, gain it back. And I really began to hit my bottom when I started suffering the consequences of, what they all warn you. You're going to have high cholesterol, going to have pre-diabetes, and my feet started swelling last year. That was 2018. That really scared me. I had an episode with my heart racing. That scared me. And just starting on all the blood pressure that couldn't be controlled. I had to go every week for weeks on end, and they finally controlled it. But two different kinds of blood pressure medicine, and it got to where I couldn't even tie my own shoes. Well, actually, it went beyond that. I couldn't even put on shoes. I just wore slip-ons or flip-flops all the time. Flip-flops was best because, my feet were swollen, and that was really the only thing they could fit into. So I come to the decision when I tipped the scale at 309 was my low point. That is when I decided to get the surgery. I'd been thinking of it for many years. My cousin Terry and I, we used to kind of go around for fun, not really fun, but kind of checking out different surgeons here in town because I do live in the Las Vegas area and there's a lot of options here for bariatric surgery. So we had settled on Dr. Umbach at Blossom Bariatrics years ago. It was like, well, if we ever can get that surgery, we're going to Dr. Umbach because we really like him. So yes, that is where I ended up getting my surgery. It's really the only place I considered at this time. I figured I've already done my homework, and so I went. March 20th, 2019 was my surgery date, and I have to say that it was the best surgical experience I've ever had. And I really just couldn't recommend them any more highly. It is done in their own surgical center and not a hospital. And so it was outpatient. I was home the same day. Didn't have any problems. I woke right up from the surgery. I wasn't really in pain. Of course, there's always some gas pains. And my pre-surgery weight was 309. And the Blossom Bariatrics, they put you on a 2-week pre-op diet that is 2 shakes a day and 1 meal consisting of 4 to 5 ounces of lean protein and 1 to 2 cups of vegetables. And I stuck to that 100%, although the last day we had shrimp, and I did eat a few more bites because it was my last meal. So following surgery, there was a 24 hours of liquids only, which was perfectly fine because you're not really in pain, but it was kind of more of a discomfort when you swallowed. You took small little sips, and you could actually feel it going down, and a pain, sort of a pain-like discomfort. It wasn't unbearable, but it did teach you to take a tiny little sip. And then it would go down a little further, and then kind of down a little further. And then you knew you could take another sip. So pretty much it's what I did the first 24 hours. And so now I'm a week out. After 24 hours, Dr. Umbach puts you on what he calls the funnel diet, everything that can fit through the funnel. And really, in a nutshell, they want that staple line to heal. So what they want you to have are 3 shakes a day, and you can have some chicken broth or 2 ounces or 2 ounces of beef broth. So that's what I've been sticking to. Chicken broth, beef broth. I did get a little, it was beer, bisque. What was it? It's pureed soup. It's sweet potato bisque. That's what it is. Really good. 2 ounces. And I've got my baby spoons. I've done a lot of internet research, and they recommend you get baby spoons that try to teach you smaller portion sizes, because if anyone knows it's obese, we all just like get the biggest shovel and shovel the biggest amount in our mouth that we can fit. So that's gone, and I'm pretty happy. It's been a week. I am looking forward to savory foods. I'm kind of tired. Like right now, I'm sipping. I need to take a sip. My little shake. I pour half of the. I bought the pre-made Premier Protein, and tiny little sip. Pre-made Premier Protein comes in 11-ounce bottles, so I just been splitting it in half, five and a half, five and a half, and then I have another half of one around dinner time. I will say last night my husband had to fix, it was lobster ravioli. No, thank you very much. And so I had symptoms of being hangry. Now, I was not hungry. I've not been hungry at all. I'm not hungry now. I'm only eating because it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have to have that little bit for lunch because my body needs protein to heal. And I am going to do everything they tell me to do. So anyways, I had that anxious feeling, and so I went to it was time for Overeaters Anonymous meeting. It was my 4th meeting. And so I'm doing that because I do know that it's head hunger is the root of the whole problem. It's not how big my stomach is. And the reason I did this surgery is to reduce my stomach as a tool. I'm literally not able to eat very much at all right now, just drinks. And that will cause me to lose weight, give me confidence, get on the road, the right path. And I'm using Overeaters Anonymous. I'm working it, and I plan to stay in it. I'm going to do the 12 steps. You know, like I said, last night was my 4th meeting, and it really helped me just to get with other people, talking and chatting. And I haven't gotten to the place where I'm sharing yet. But there is one person that I have shared with, but that was privately. It wasn't in the group. So anyways, I'm very encouraged. And so this time next week, it will be the next time I post, I will have tried a little pureed food. So one more week, and that's it. And so I have lost, or I wanted to say, my highest weight was 309, and my surgery weight was 295. And 1 week, I'm going to weigh every week. Today I weighed at 278. So, wow, I have lost 31 pounds. And already, just in 1 week's difference of me not having any solid food at all, you could see the difference in my face. I could feel the difference in my clothes. I'm sorry I didn't get a video day of. I did actually get a video, but I can't get it off my phone. So if I could figure that out, I will post that. It's actually my husband did it, and so it's not really that great, but you could just see the shape of my body and me talking, and you could tell a huge difference. So, and I am posting a couple surgery day pictures, and already my eyes, let me take this off. My eyes, the puffiness has gone down. I have to practice not looking down. So the puffiness is gone. All of this is big. I would wake up with big bags, and that was food. And I know it was some sort of food allergy. So, you know, my plan to conquer this, it's an addiction is what it is. It's not a monster. That's me. I'm not a monster. I'm not a gluttonous person, but addiction is. And I realize that I have a food addiction, and it's certain foods that I have a problem with. And those foods are anything with sugar in it and flour. So, because flour turns to sugar. So my plan is I'm not going to eat sugar and flour. I can eat everything else. And in fact, the doctor's office, the dietitian, I met with the dietitian, and what they strongly recommend, of course, I'm free to do whatever I want. And I do not want to be one of the people that gets real small and immediately gets big again. And it's because they're not doing what they need to do. You cannot return to your pre-surgery way of eating. Food is not a destination, it's fuel for your body. So what they recommended was 6 months, protein and vegetables and water, nothing else. No fruit. No fruit at all for 6 months if you want to see the best results. So that's my plan. If they tell me that's what I need to do, that's what I need to do. And in the meantime, I'm going to work on becoming stronger to resist the addiction. And I know that if I'm learning that if you do not feed the addiction, it will become weaker and you will become stronger. See, if you feed that addiction, it's that monster that becomes uncontrollable and you can't stop yourself and you're uncontrollable. But if you deny it and you feed your spirit and your soul instead, get with other people that are conquering the same type of problems, you're going to get stronger. And so that is my plan. That's my game plan anyway. So thank you for listening to me. And this is #1 video. And so I will see you next week. Bye-bye.